with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good Friday morning. Thanks for jumping on Facebook Live for this mid-morning check of some of the stories we are keeping our eyes on here at Erie News Now. We begin with the CDC's director recommending booster shots for COVID-19, the vaccine for COVID-19 for people at a higher risk for catching the coronavirus because of their workplace or institutional setting. It is, though, a decision that actually goes against the recommendation of the agency's independent vaccine advisors, a recommendation that came down really just hours earlier. The advisory committee voted 9-6 Thursday against recommending those booster shots for people ages 18 to 64 with those conditions. That would have included frontline workers like nurses and caregivers. Would have also included people in homeless shelters and in prisons. But in a statement early this morning, CDC Director Rochelle Walensky sided with the FDA, saying she supports booster shots for those groups. And the CDC's approval of the booster shot plan for seniors. It has local nursing home leaders getting ready at the Manchester Commons nursing home out in Fairview. Leaders tell Erie News Now the majority of the residents are in fact fully vaccinated, and they say it's the same story for the nursing home's staff. And right now they're just waiting for clearance to start giving out those booster shots.
So we are now in a situation where we're just waiting to hear that we can go ahead and give the boosters. We are so ready, willing, and able to give these boosters as soon as they give us the approval to do so.
Yeah, so while the Manchester Commons folks are ready, no definitive word yet this morning on when we could see those first booster shots administered. Well, after an 18-month-long hiatus, another local theater company is getting back to show business, and that's happening tonight. Erie's All-in-Act Theater is putting on a show called Blood Relations. The first performance is set for this evening. Comes, though, after about a year-and-a-half break because of COVID-19. Now, All-in-Act Theater leaders say guests are going to have show their vaccine card, perhaps a negative COVID-19 test, and that'll have to be 72 hours old or less. Everyone will get their temperatures checked before heading into the theater, and they'll have to wear a mask for the performance. Well, new this morning out of Arizona, a draft report from that state's partisan review confirms Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump out in Maricopa County in November's presidential election. That review was meant to purportedly examine the county's 2.1 million ballots from last November, and the draft report that came out late last night found a vote count basically identical to what Maricopa County officials had previously reported. That comes, of course, after months worth of claims by former President Trump that the election was rigged, including that vote count out in Maricopa County. The state Senate Republicans who ordered their review and the firm that conducted it set to detail these findings with a final report due out a little later today. Well, the FBI has now issued an arrest warrant for Brian Laundrie, a name that's grown pretty familiar to a lot of folks in recent weeks. It's all connected to his activities following the death of his fiancée, 22-year-old Gabby Petito. According to a federal indictment, Laundrie is now suspected of using a debit card and a PIN number to get into two other accounts that don't belong to him. Authorities say he used those accounts to charge up more than $1,000. Of course, Gabby Petito's remains were found back on Sunday out in a national forest in Wyoming. That was an area she was set to visit with Laundrie during the couple's cross-country road trip that they were detailing for social media. The coroner made an initial determination that Petito's death was in fact a murder. Laundrie, meantime, hasn't been seen since September 14th. Well, it's a little later than normal within the year, but Erie's annual Blues and Jazz Festival is making its return to Frontier Park, and it's happening this weekend. The event went virtual last year, but again, over the next couple of days, we're expecting the crowds to really return to Erie's Frontier Park. The music itself at the Blues and Jazz Fest ramps up tomorrow, but they're going to get it started tonight down at Frontier Park with a screening of the first annual Erie Dance Film Festival. And it's the 40th annual edition of the Wine Fest out in Northeast this weekend. This one comes after a one-year break because of COVID-19. Lots of wineries going to be represented at the annual event, and they've got some live music planned as well. The Wine Fest gets underway at 4 o'clock this afternoon, all focused in the Gibson Park area out in Northeast. That big event continues through this coming Sunday. And the chance to have some fall fun with the fam. Yeah, that's coming back to Western Erie County this weekend. The SISSON'S Pumpkin Patch out in the Girard area getting ready to reopen for the season. That'll happen tomorrow. Yeah, they've got these slides, they've got go-karts, pumpkin launchers, hay rides, all sorts of fall family fun opportunities. So again, you can head to SISSON'S Pumpkin Patch out in Western Erie County starting tomorrow. And yeah, for this first official weekend of the fall season, David, we've got a lot going on.
Certainly is some good weather to go along with it, at least today and a Sunday. Now, right in between, on Saturday during the afternoon, rain chances will start to pick on up. So if you are going to the Northeast Wine Fest during the afternoon, we'll have to keep our eye to the sky. Certainly still going to be a good time out there at Gibson Park. And of course at Frontier Park, we've got the Blues and a Jazz Festival, and you can see during the day on a Saturday that we will be facing some of those scattered showers as we continue towards the evening hours. Even a rumble of thunder, certainly a possibility there. Let's go down to the Bayfront, watching some ominous clouds pass on by. We're really done with the rain, though. We are expecting increasing sunshine as we continue through the afternoon. Temperatures right now still caught up in the 50s, and even a few spots a touch cooler than that. You can see on a satellite and radar, we just have some of those clouds. They continue to move on through the area. Futurecast for us today will increase that sunshine as we go throughout the afternoon, and then during the evening hours we'll have mainly clear skies, a little bit of cloud cover showing up a bit later on, and then as we get into the afternoon, we're at 12 o'clock here, you can see those showers start to come on in, fairly light stuff in advance of that front that's due in a little bit later in the day. So it's not going to be an all afternoon washout, that is for sure, but we could have some heavier spots of rain as we head towards the evening hours, and maybe a lingering early morning shower on Sunday, especially a little closer to the lake shore. Weather impact index has now gone down to a 0 just because we are increasing that sunshine, and it's certainly going to be feeling nice today, a little bit warmer than what we dealt with yesterday. All right, your forecast for today as we take it county by county, temperatures into the middle and upper 60s as we do get some more of that sunshine. Certainly a cool start to the day, but we'll be up there into the 60s or in the afternoon into Crawford as well as Warren County, a little bit cooler into the highest elevations, lower 60s towards Scandia. We'll talk that 7-day in just a moment.
All right, thank you, David. Well, Halloween is still, about 5 weeks away, so we obviously have a long ways to go until we get to the holiday season. But singer Kelly Clarkson is kind of getting into the holiday spirit some 3 months early because the singer is actually releasing her new Christmas single this week. Yeah, that's just a little bit of a listen to it. She actually unveiled the new song Thursday. It's called Christmas Isn't Canceled, Just You. It's all about a woman who won't let her ex ruin her Christmas, New Year's, or anything else. Now, she does have, Kelly Clarkson, a full 15-track album. It's due out on October 15th. It's called When Christmas Comes Around. Christmas lovers, I suppose, can, say it's never too early to get into the holiday spirit, and I think Kelly Clarkson's kind of doing just that.
Well, I'll say in some stores. Yeah, in some stores they already have the Christmas stuff out.
Yeah.
So
got to get the Halloween stuff out because it's only 5 weeks away, I
Right,
suppose.
yeah. We got Halloween, we got Christmas, we got Thanksgiving coming up. We're getting into the holiday season, but let's get through September 1st. And we are noticing that we are dealing with some cooler than average temperatures this weekend. We will have those showers showing up a bit later on in the day on Saturday. It will also be on the breezy side. Next week, we're up into the 70s, a little bit of a warming trend overall, and we are expecting a partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. We're going to keep that forecast pretty dry.
Thank you, David. We'll have another edition of the NOWCAST Monday morning about the same time. And, of course, we've got a half hour's worth of news coming your way at noon on WSEE. I'm Mark Salton. Have a great weekend.